Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will create a project for Airlines Management System in Qt framework using programming language C++. So this is Qt framework interface. Here I have to create a new project. So I will click this button, new or plus button. Okay. So I will click it, and after it I have to select one of these options, and I will select this Qt widget application. Okay. So I want to decrease size of this window, and after it you can see two buttons available in bottom. So I will press or click this choose button, and after it you have to assign or declare a name for your project. So I will give name to my project airline. Okay, and after it, this is our by default path. You can change this path to save your project, but I will go along with this by default path. And now I will press next. And here, three more options are available for build system. And first is QMake, second is CMake, and QBS. So I will select this QMake, and now I will uh, click here on next button. So this is class information. First is main window. This is name of our class, and after it uh, this is base class. Okay, and name of this base class is q main window. This is provided by Qt framework, and this main window class inherits from this q main window class. Okay, and after it you can see this is header file main window dot h. Okay, if we have to use any function, so first of all we have to declare that function inside this main window dot h, and after it this is source file main window dot cpp to write our c++ code. And after it uh, we have clicked in this checkbox to generate a form. Okay, and after it this is form file main window dot ui for user interface. So inside this file we have to create user interface, and after it I will press next button, and here you can select a language to translate your file, but I will go along with this by default, that is none. And after it you have to select one of these provided kits. So I will select this first min GW 64-bit. This kit contains a compiler to compile our project. And after it, I will press next button. Now our project is created successfully. Now I have to press this finish button, and this is our main.cpp. Okay, but I will open this form, and inside this form you can see main window dot ui. So we will go inside this ui window to create user interface. So I will create a simple user interface to get value from user. So first of all I will name a username or title for our project. So I will use label. Okay, this is q label widget, and I will drag it inside this window, and then I will increase size of this widget. Now I want to change text value. So here I will type airline management system. Okay, and after it I want to increase text size. So here I will select this widget, and then I will press right button. Now I will choose this change style sheet option, and now I will use q label name as a selector, and inside the body I will use font size property. So this is font size property, and here I will use 15px and then semicolon. Now I will click on apply button and then OK button. Now you can see that size of text value of this widget is increased. Okay, now I will change its position, and now I will set it here, and after it I will use another label widget here, and now I will increase size of this widget, and first of all I will change text value. Now I will type here enter flight number. Okay, so we want to get flight number from user. I want to increase size of this widget, so I will go inside this edit style sheet, and here I will use q label name as a selector. Sorry, incorrect spellings. So here I will go inside body, and then I will choose font size property, and here I will use 15px again, and after it I will apply, and then I will press this OK button. Now you can see size of this widget is also increased. Now our size of title should greater than these widgets, so I will again change size. So here I will set it at 20px. Okay, and after it I will increase size. Okay, now I will copy this widget, and then I will paste it on next line. So here I will paste, and now I will set position of this widget. So here we will get name of user. So enter your name. Okay, now I have to get these values, I mean flight number and username from user. So I have to use line edit widget. So here I will search line edit widget, and this is line edit. So I will drag it inside this window, and now I will increase size of this widget, and after it I will increase text size of this widget, and so I will select it, and then I will go inside this option, change style sheet, and here I will use q line edit, and then this is body. Now I will use font size property, and then I will set it at 15px, and then I will apply, and then OK. Now I will copy this widget, and then I will paste it. So I want to set position of this widget. Okay, and now I have to use two buttons, one for OK and other for exit from window. So after it I will search here, and this is q push button. I will drag this push button inside this window, and now I will change text value. Here I will type OK, and now I will increase size of this button also. So here I will use name q push button, and after it body of push button, and now font size, and I will set it at 15px. Okay, and now I will press apply button and OK. Now I will copy this button, and then I will paste it on next. So I have pasted next, and now I want to change a text value. So here I will type exit. Okay, this is exit button. So this was our simple user interface, and using these widgets, especially this Q line edit widget, we are getting value from user. Okay, now we will go back to our main window.cpp. This is XML code, but I will go inside this main window.cpp, and here I want to explain everything provided here. So these are two header files. Okay, now first is main window.h, and other is ui underscore main window.h to use user interface elements. So next is constructor for main window class, and this main window class will inherit from Q main window class that is provided by Qt framework. And after it we are initializing this class, and after it this is a UI member variable, and we are initializing it with instance. Okay, and next this is a statement to initialize user interface elements. Okay, now I have to make functional buttons, so I will go back to this user interface window, and now I will select this OK button, and then I will press right button. Now I will choose this option, go to slot, and here you can see that this option is clicked. Okay, now I will press here OK, and after it you can see that this is a function that is provided us, and this function is declared inside this main window dot h. You can see this is function. Okay, void on push button clicked, you can change its name, but I will go along with this by default provided name. And after it I have to connect this button or action of this button with this function. Okay, this function that is on push button clicked. Okay, now how can we connect this button and function? So we will use connect and then UI, because our push button is user interface element. So here I have to use UI and then arrow. Now I have to select button. This is our first button. So here I will select this push button, and after it I have to use signal uh, name. This is keyword, and after it I have to choose the method that will fired after pushing this push button, that is clicked. Okay, and after it I have to connect it with a slot. So here I will use this pointer and then keyword slot, and now which is name of slot, that is our function on push button clicked. Okay, so when our push button 1 will be pressed, then a signal will fired, and that signal is clicked. Okay, so then it will connect with a slot. This is slot, and inside this slot we have declared name of function. So now after pushing this push button or pressing this push button, then this function will execute. Okay, so we have to perform some operations inside this on push button clicked. So first of all I have to uh, define here some flight numbers and available seats. So here I have to use qstring as a type of variable. So here I will use array instead of variable. So flight, okay, flights, and this is array, and after it I will assign it some values. So I will use semicolon and the end of this statement, and now I have to assign some values to this array. Here I will use flight 101, and after it flight 102. Okay, you can declare some more flights, but I will declare only two flights. But I can declare one more, 103. Okay, flight 103. These are three flights available, and after it I have to um, assign some seats. So here I will use integer type variable or array. So here I will use seats. Okay, this is our array, and I will assign some seats related to these flights. So first of all, in our first flight, that is flight 101, I will assign seats 20. So for flight 101 20 seats are available, and after for 102 I will assign it 50 seats, and after for flight 101 we will declare 30 seats. Okay, and after it I will use semicolon. So this is integer type array, and it contains 20 seats for flight 101, 50 seats for flight 102, and 30 seats for flight 103. Okay, now I will get values from user that which flight he wants to choose, and after it I will use qstring, and after it I will declare a variable u flight, I mean user flight, and after it you can use any other name instead of this u flight. And now I have to get value from user by using q line edit, that is a user interface element. So here I am using UI and then arrow, and then I will choose line edit 1. Okay, and after it I will uh, declare or define type of this value that is gotten by user. So here I will use again arrow, and then I will define text as a type of value. Okay, so this is uflight, and now we are getting name of user. So here uflight, and after it I will use again user interface element, that is line edit 2. First was line edit 1, and second is line edit 2. Okay, so here I will define again type of this value, that is text, and after it semicolon. Okay, now these are flights, available flights, and after it uh, available seats in these flights, and after it we are getting values from user. First is u flight, and after is, sorry, second should u name, username. Okay, u name. Okay, we will get username, and then we will assign that value to this u name variable, and after it I will use a for loop to search these flights. Okay, so here I will use for, and I will choose from these given options, and after it I will declare a variable inside this for loop, and here I will use int I, and I will assign 0 to I. Okay, now I have to set execution limit of this loop that will according to available flights. So here I will use flight arrow, sorry, flight arrow, and after it length property. Okay, so here I will select length. Okay, so this loop will execute according to size or available flights of this flight array. Okay, that is 3. So our for loop will execute 3 times. Now we will set increment condition, that is I plus plus, because we want to increment uh, step by step. Okay, so after it I have to set condition that which flight selects user, that flight should have available seats. So here I will use if condition. Now we have to set two conditions. First is we have to match user gotten flight number with these provided flight numbers. Okay, so here I will set for u flight, it should compare or match with any flight that are available. Okay, and here I will use flight, and after it I will assign here I. Okay, so this for loop will check first flight, if that will match with this available sorry gotten flight, then we will reserve a seat in that flight if seats are available. And second, if first flight does not match, then second uh, flight number, that is 102, that will be compared, and after it third flight number will be compared. Okay, if any flight does not match, then we will display a message that will be error message. Okay, so here this is first comparison to match with flight available flights, and second comparison should for available seats. Okay, now here I have to uh, check that seats and seats seats I is greater than 0. Okay, okay, so our available seats should greater than 0, then we can assign or allocate a seat to user. Now I will go inside this if condition, and after it I will display a message that you have successfully reserved a seat. So first of all I have to include queue message on next line with sharp include, and here I have to include queue message box. Okay, and after it I will able to use this queue message box in our project. So here inside if condition I will use this queue message box, and after it I will define type of this queue message box, that is information, and after it I will define here this pointer, and then title of this queue message box, that success message. Okay, success message, and after it I will use here a comma. Now here I can display a string or any other variable that contains any value, but type of that variable should string. Okay, so here I will display a string first of all, and I will display username. Okay, user name. No, I will display username, and after it I will concatenate this uname variable. So here I will use uname variable, and after it I want to display next information on next line. So here I will use backslash n, and now I will go to next line. I will do all this process in same line, but I am going on next line to make this code clear and easy to understand. Okay, so here I will uh, use name of flight, username, and then flight, and here I will use colon, and now I will display name of this flight. So we have saved this in flight arrays, flight, and then I. Okay, so then I want to concatenate it again, and now I want to go on next line by using this backslash n, and now I will go on next line, and here I will display a string that uh, reserved seat. Okay, reserved seat successfully. This message will be displayed after username and flight number if user has gotten a seat in flight successfully. Okay, so here I should declare a variable with type bool. Okay, here I will use bool. This is type, and name of variable should found. Okay, and then I will set it false. No, I have to display error box if flight number does not match or seats are unavailable. So here after this if condition, inside this if condition, first if condition, uh, sorry, this is only single if condition. So inside this if condition I will set it true, that is our found variable with type uh, bool. So here I will assign it true if user reserved a seat successfully, and then we will uh, terminate our for loop. So here I will use break statement. Okay. So after it, outside this if condition, we will use else if, and now inside this body not found. If uh, flight is not found or unavailable, then we will display an error message. Okay, so here I will go inside body of this else if, and then I will use here queue message box. So here I will declare queue message box, and then I will define type, that is information, and then this, and now I will give a title to this message box, error box, error message. Okay, and then I will use here comma, and now I want to display a string message on next line. So here I will type uh, incorrect flight number, okay, or seats unavailable. Okay, unavail sorry unavailable. Okay, then I will use semicolon in the last of statement. Now I want to set its position here. Okay, now I want to explain all about this code. This is our on push button function, and inside this push button function we have declared some flight numbers with flight 101, flight 102, and flight 103, and after it we have assigned some seats to every flight. Okay, and after it we have gotten some values from user using these user interface elements. First is line edit, and using this line edit widget we will get flight number from user, and after it we will get username by using this line edit 2, and after it we are declare here a variable with name found, and its type is bool. So here we have set it at false, and after it we are using for loop to search flight number. Okay, so we have executed it according to available flights. So flights are three, I mean three flights are available, so this for loop will execute three times. Okay, and now in if condition we are comparing a user flight, sorry, this is a mistake of spelling. So here I have to use t. Okay, u flight, and by using this u flight we are getting flight number from user, and after it we are trying to compare or match with available flights. Okay, this is our first condition, and second condition is that available seat should greater than 0. I mean, um, at least one seat should available. Okay, and after it if both these two conditions are true, then we have to uh, show a success message by using this queue message box. Now first of all we will display user name. Okay, and after it we will display name of flight. Okay, and after it we will display a string that reserved seat successfully, reserved. Okay, reserved seat successfully, and after it we will set this font variable at true. I mean that our seat was reserved successfully, then we will uh, terminate this for loop by using this break statement. Okay, but if any seat is not available in any flight or flight number is incorrect, then we will display a error message that incorrect flight number or seats unavailable. Okay, so now I want to execute my project. So I have clicked run button, and after a small while we will able to test our this project. So compiling process is continued, And this is our output. Our project was compiled successfully. Now I have to enter flight number. So flight 101. Okay, so here I will enter name of user. So here I will enter Ali, and then I will press OK. Now you can see username Ali, flight 101, and reserved seat successfully. So in flight number 101, Ali had reserved a seat successfully. Okay, and if I enter an others flight number, so 102, and then I will press OK. So this is incorrect flight number or seats unavailable, but seats are available and flight number is also correct. So why is this error message box? So I know reason of this error box, but second time our seat was reserved. This is, you can see, username Ali. First was error message box, but second is success message box. Why is it? We can set this problem. I will declare all this process outside our for loop. Okay, so I will cut this uh, code, and then I will paste it uh, outside the for loop. Okay, so here I will paste it, and now I will remove this else. Now I will execute my project again. So I will press run button, and now I am waiting for compiling, and after a few moments we can see that this is our output. Now if I enter flight 103 and then name Sunny, and after it I will press OK button. Now you can see that this is last flight number, but we have not shown error message box. Okay, because we have declared error message or if condition for error outside the for loop. Okay, so here this is user name and then flight number and then a message for success. Okay, now if I enter wrong flight number or incorrect username. Sorry, no issue with username, but flight number should correct. Okay, so here I will press OK again. No, this is error. Sorry, we have an error because uh, we have missed here a statement that I is less than flight's length, because here I have to use condition or termination condition by using this I less than or greater than or equal to. Okay, so here I missed I less than, so for this reason we have an error. Now I will execute this again, and after it we will able to test when our program will compile successfully. So here you can see I will enter flight number, flight 103, and then sorry, I have to enter incorrect flight number. Okay, then any name, and after it I will press OK, and now you can see incorrect flight number or seats unavailable. Okay, now because we have entered flight incorrect. Okay, then I will press OK. Now I have to change seats. I mean, we will assign 0 seats to our flight one first flight. Okay, then we will see that what will happen. So here I will change it, and then I will assign 0 seat to this flight 101. Okay, then what will happen if user will enter flight 101? So I will execute my project, and after a small while I will test my project, and here I will enter flight 101, and after it I will enter name. Name, you can enter any name, and then I will uh, click here, so you can see incorrect flight number or seats available. Okay, so we can change it, this code we can make separate this error, I mean uh, incorrect flight number error from our unavailable seats error. Okay, we can make it different or separate, but it is correct. We can handle this error by using single condition. Now I have to make functional our exit button. So here I have to connect second button with a signal. So sorry slot. So I will copy this connect. Okay, inside this UI setup UI this. Okay, now I will copy this. No, I will not copy this. I will type here code. Okay, to make it easy and understandable for you. So here I will use again connect and then UI. Now I will select this push button 2, uh, that is user interface element. Now this will fire a signal. So here I have to use signal keyword, and after it what is process, this is clicked. Okay, clicked, and after it I have to connect this signal with slot, and here I will use this pointer and then slot keyword, and after it what is slot. So here I have to define function that is close. This is by default function or provided by Qt framework. Okay, and after it I will use semicolon in the last of this statement. Now I will run it again, and after compiling our project we will able to test our project. So after a few moments, you can see this is our output. Now, if we want to exit or close this window, now I will click on this exit button, and you can see that our user interface window is closed successfully. So this was all about that how to create Airlines Management System in Qt framework using C++. I hope this video will helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like this video, please share with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.